McAllister. We are back. We are now in a beautiful dance room in Texas. And you can see hopefully all of my feet for all of this because we're going to go to the ground. So we are set number 16, near the end of part one. This is, I believe, like a 24 count move, followed leader, and then we have 32 count hold for the wins. This is going to be a little bit individual, but we're all going to have to move the levels the same time, essentially. So how we get to the ground, because we're going to go to the ground, how we get to the ground is still going to be a little bit up to individuals, probably so that they can kind of maneuver the way they need to with their instruments, and also so that we just get this idea of like this little kind of percolating motion in those long curvilinears around the guard as we kind of go down to the ground. I'm feeling very like this should be the peak of anxiety in part one, right? Musically it feels like this, and almost like this is like we're being paralyzed. We're kind of paralyzed movement-wise and stuck in a place. So that's the idea. When we get there, we should all halt on one, feet together like normal. We should step out on three. It's a really strong entrance, I think, for the low brass. So I think we should all step out on three. 1, 2, 3. And from there, take 5 through 13. And we should be on the ground at 13. But take all those counts to go down. I think we should only go to a knee on either 7 or 9 or 11, or possibly 13 at the very end. But we should all end down here. And it should be individual, right? So I think we should all be moving side to side. We should be feeling like we are kind of stuck, that we're a little anxious about wherever we are and not being able to get out, almost paralyzed by that fear, but moving against it. So moving our bodies, keeping our horn up, right? The most important thing is that the horn is still directed up to the box, wherever it needs to be, but moving your bodies around the horn all the way to the ground. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we should have both of our knees on the ground. Everyone. And still moving here. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And I think it doesn't need to be, I'm doing lots of like long circular motions. I think it could be a little more musical, right? I think it should match a little more what they're playing. So like maybe there's a sudden movement on a half note that they change to, or I guess whenever they change notes on 1 or 3 or 5 or 7. A little bit of an accent there. It could be a little bit sharper motions that kind of look like we're almost like kind of twitching in a way. So 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, hold here in place. I'm counting the next 16 essentially. 3, everyone should put the foot up. I'm putting my left foot up. My right toes are tucked behind. There's space here so that this creates a 90-degree angle. And we're over the right knee. So all our weight should be up. That way. Up here on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Facing the front. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm taking that back foot, pushing straight up. I'm using both legs to push. My back foot as well. If I'm pushing here, I have stability from both sides. As I push my body weight up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring my foot up. 9. So we've ended it just a little bit in front of our spot. Step out on 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. We should all break our pose again as that line kind of descends going into the step off. So we should all break into different directions, different styles, get slightly different poses, but not varied levels, right? We should all be going from standing to both knees bent in one direction. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th step. So that should move the whole time. It shouldn't stop, I don't believe. 3rd, 4th, 5th, push on 16, however we do that. Take our first step, and from there, we're back into regular posture on count 1. So, in total, halt on 1, out on 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 1. That's it, our 2 16s. That's number 16. Look at that.